Hey UConn Nation, it's KK Arnold here. If you're looking for the latest UConn women's basketball content, go subscribe to Listen Up to Phil and Ryan. Go Huskies!
I think the bigger headline, not that I'm back, but this gentleman right here sitting next to me is back. Welcome back, Ryan. I know we took another very short, brief break. But hey, welcome back from Deep Creek. Tell us, just very quick. We're running on a time limit here. How was it? Deep Creek, Maryland.
Yeah, it was good. I got to chill with the boys a little bit, just kick back and relax and have a good time with everybody. So, yeah, it was good. Got to just like I said, relax and chill with my friends for a little bit. But I promise that is the last vacation from me. So I'm fully committed now to the pod. Glad to be back and talk about some more UConn Huskies women's basketball. Missed quite a few things while I was gone. A lot of things happened. Kicked off the European tour slash trip, which is what we're on here to talk about today, and also received a couple other small little news pieces as well.
All right. Let's go and get right down on into it, Ryan. I know that you told me you had some updates from I believe they just finished another game. Was it on Friday? So they have two games under their belt already on this trip across country, actually out of country. So it says UConn women's basketball played its first game of its European tour Wednesday night in Croatia. And plenty of takeaways, Ryan, and I'll throw them right at you. And again, we thank CT Insider for this important information. A healthy AZ FUD, and you could break it down for me all right here. A healthy AZ FUD, and then I know you have some information. Tell me what you think about these headlines. A healthy AZ FUD is unstoppable. Well, Ryan, you and I already said that. Now, you tell me why when you go. Tell me why some people actually still kind of disagree with that. I wonder why. How about this one, Ryan? Aaliyah and Aubrey not missing a beat. Well, that's big news, let me tell you. And then the impressive freshman. And I know the most important, well, all of them are important, but the most important for you and I, KK Arnold. So with that said, we still have comments. Keep that in mind, Ryan, after you break down this information. What is it that you like so far on this European trip, and what is it that you maybe not necessarily don't like, but would like to see more of? Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is the freshman, especially like you mentioned, KK Arnold looks absolutely unstoppable. She's playing phenomenal basketball at the two games they have played. She's looked really, really good. Ashlyn Shade as well. All the freshmen have gotten minutes, so it's good to see everybody play, and the starters as well. It's good to see the seniors, Nika Mule, Aaliyah Edwards, Aubrey Griffin. It's good to see everybody play. Unfortunately, Paige Beckers obviously is not playing, but we did receive news. One of the news pieces I was talking about, she has officially been cleared to play basketball, but unfortunately, we'll have to wait until November when the regular season starts to see her in action. But it's good news that she got cleared. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the first game in Croatia was big, especially for Nika Mule. First time she's ever played in front of her family and friends since she left for college for UConn. So very special day for Nika. Starting lineup for that very first game was Edwards, Mule, Ducharme, Flood, and Griffin. So a pretty predictable starting five, of course, without Paige Beckers. Obviously, we would all assume that Paige would be ready for that first regular season game, but UConn did cruise past the Croatian All-Stars for a 113-37 victory. Of course, like you said, a healthy AZ FUD. Absolutely stunning performance, 38 points. Aaliyah had a 17-10 double-double. She looked really good, leaving off from where she left off last season. Aubrey as well stuffed the stat sheet, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, 4 steals as well. And the freshman, like I said, really showed out. Cadence Samuels as well. She's another name, scoring 14 points. KK having 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. So everybody looked pretty good in that first game. And then just quickly, the second game, just 2 days ago on Friday, UConn played another game in Slovenia. The starters remain the same except for one. Caden Samuels replaced Caroline Ducharme. And I did see it was reported that Caroline took a hit to the head with the ball. So perhaps just a cautionary measure to keep her out of that game. Hopefully she'll be back for the next one. But UConn would pick up another win, number 2 on the tour, winning 98-68. Aaliyah led the team 24 points, 1 rebound shy of another double-double. Azzi Fudd 19 points, Aubrey had 14, Nika with 10, and KK Arnold again. She looked amazing. Both games just playing incredible basketball. I think the Huskies really found a diamond in the rough with KK. She had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists in game 2. So you would never think that she's just playing her second ever game with UConn. I think we can really expect big things from KK and hopefully all the other freshmen as well this season.
Would you agree as far as lighting the scoreboard up, or each night once we get into the games that really count? I mean, the big three, when you talk about, obviously you're missing Paige Beckers all last season. What do you take away as far as Azzi Fudd? If you could see her lighted up in the score box every night, leading in points, assists, rebounds, what mind you, whatever, right? Azzi Fudd, Paige Beckers, and now seeing this performance out of Leah Edwards, we already knew she was capable of this. If she can keep this up, the big three, we talk about the big three, is that not only seeing Leah Edwards lead in points every single night, which would be great, but I'm telling you, as far as Paige Beckers and Azzi Fudd, is that, in your opinion, enough to get the job done when March rolls around?
I don't think it would be enough, just those two. I think it's going to take the whole team in terms of March. But I do think the good thing with this team this year is that it can come from a lot of different players every night. It doesn't always have to be Paige Beckers. It doesn't always have to be Aaliyah Edwards. I think there's a ton of players on this team in the starting lineup or even coming off the bench that can provide big minutes and put up big numbers, stuff the stat sheet, as I like to say, and can really show up big for this team every single night. I think it can be a different person, like we've seen from these two games already, Azzi Fudd and then Aaliyah Edwards. And of course, all these other players, the freshmen, KK, Ashlyn, Cadence, putting in big minutes, and Aubrey Griffin looks good. Caroline looked pretty good in the game that she played. So I think it's going to be everybody just contributing this season. Nika has been playing good as well. So I think it's going to be everybody contributing in different ways every single game throughout the whole season. And I think it's definitely better that way, that it's not just UConn relying on 1 or 2 people each night to score a lot of points and get a lot of 3-pointers. I think it's going to be a collective team effort for most of these regular season games.
All right, Jason D'Amico, these are comments, Ryan, from 2 weeks ago already. Dorka Juha shining in her rookie season. Jason goes, I love Dorka. She is all heart combined with solid fundamentals and a willingness to accept responsibility for her mistakes and learn from them. With good coaching and confidence, her offensive skills will improve every year. She can only get better. Peace.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think Dorka, like I said, I think she's in the right spot there in Minnesota, a fairly young team, couple of veterans, and when they move on, I think Dorka can be one of the big names and the kind of the star spotlight player on that team. So I think she has a great opportunity to lead the Link for many years to come if she can stay there and stay healthy. I think she's in a perfect position, in my opinion, to keep on growing and hopefully one day lead the team to a playoff appearance, to a WNBA finals appearance. And of course, the ultimate goal would be to lift the trophy at the end. But yeah, I think for Dorka, she's going to continue to grow and get better every single season. So the future is definitely looking bright for Dorka.
Bond Riley. Only one problem with Elena Delle, who, by the way, Ryan just returned the other day. She gets injured a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with a lot of players as well. But Elena did have the one good season. She's had multiple good seasons, but the one season where she did stay relatively healthy and did lead Washington to that championship, that was definitely a really good season. But unfortunately, the past couple of years, especially Elena, has gotten injured. But when she did return, the other day, like you mentioned, the Mystics did get another win, so that was definitely good to see for them. But if Elena could stay healthy, I think the Mystics would be up a couple more standings in terms of higher seeding. But they still have a pretty good chance if Elena can stay healthy. But unfortunately, I think she might be heading towards the end of her career, but she still has some to offer and still definitely a phenomenal career out of Elena Delle.
And shout out to Brittany Skies very quickly, Ryan. Boy, is she doing her thing with the Washington Mystics nowadays, huh? So she's stepping up very well with them. How about Will Simmons? Well, I have to say, Ryan, before I let you break this very short comment, we love you too, Will Simmons. Will Simmons goes, "You guys are boring."
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do think it's all subjective
We
as
are.
well.
He
I mean,
might be right, Ryan. I mean, sometimes, yeah. I mean, it is boring, man. Let me tell you. I mean, especially during the off season, Ryan. We know how that is.
yeah. Sometimes it does get it does get a little boring during the all season. It's hard to break down all the or the the lack of news, if you will, and trying to make some original content and things to talk about. But I promise we are getting there. And the other piece of news was UConn did release their non-conference schedule, so we'll definitely have a video on that going over
Yeah.
the opponents and our predictions. So definitely, as we're getting into already the end of August, there's definitely going to be more news coming. So we got a couple more videos lined up now.
Yeah, you said it right. Almost the end of August. You have September. You have October. Scary month, right? October. And then November. So, man, Ryan, we are getting close. We're getting close. So, a lot. You said it. A lot to come right here on Listen Up. Right here from no place better other than UConn, I guess, Ryan. Frederick, Maryland, as always. Phil and Rye on a beautiful Sunday morning right here on Listen Up.